In every vision of my soul.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Soul Food. Today we're going to be talking about beauty pageants and how disgusting they are. I'm not talking about any normal beauty pageant, I'm talking about children's beauty pageants. Anyone can talk about society's standards for beauties and all the issues that are with it, but not me. In fact, I don't really give a fuck about beauty. If anything, give me a nice pair of ass and tits and I'm happy. What I have an issue with is child beauty pageants. And it's so hard to respect these pageants because it's just so disgusting and slimy. I mean, there's this TV show called Toddlers and Tiaras. I have no idea if it's still running, but it was a pretty shit show. I mean, literally, that show was awful. And I didn't even use the term literally correctly in that phrase because it wasn't even a shit show. It was just bad. That show was so bad. It really highlighted the negativities that come with beauty pageants. Like, if you look at some of these clips of the children's getting ready for beauty pageants, it's really fucked. I mean, you got there's always two kinds of people in these situations. Well, maybe three, okay, but I'm gonna list them for you real quick. They're the kids that don't know what the heck they're doing and they're just forced in there. And then you've got the parents that are forcing the children in there. And then you've got the fucking creeps, you know? Like the creepy ass pedophiles, you know? And it's really disgusting. They're either judges or just spectators in the stands or whatever. Okay, and heck, sometimes the girls just love it. They love being competitive and they grow up to be little shits. But it's the mothers that really get to me, man. These mothers are such assholes to the children. They're just yelling at the kids and making them feel like shit. And it doesn't even, I mean, who cares about Miss America and Miss Universe and all this crap? Because the people who are running, the contestants, the pageantees or whatever, they are old enough to know what they're doing. But not kids, man. Kids are forced into this crap. I mean, these kids can go to as young as days old, I'm sure. I mean, these parents, they just force their kids into doing these things, and it's not right, man. They're just grabbing their kids and putting them to compete with a bunch of other kids and they're making these kids think that, oh, all I'm good for is my looks, you know? It's a disgusting way to think, and it shouldn't be allowed, man. We shouldn't have this you know? Kids, they have different categories for ages. They have infants, toddlers, and then kids, I'm sure. I think, I have no idea, but honestly, the daughters don't even want to be in these pageants. It's the mothers force them, and the daughters can't quit. What are they gonna do? Say, oh no, I don't want to be in this. Okay, peace. No, they can't, because the mothers are like, either you do this or you're not eating tonight. And they don't even end up eating because the mothers are trying to starve them so they look like little hookers. You should see the amount of shit that people do. Pageant dresses can go up to thousands of dollars or even hundreds. It's crazy. The parents of the children give their kids so many prosthetics and props, such as false teeth and tans and pedicures and manicures and classes and all this. And they even hire pageant coaches, or if the mothers are cheap enough, they become their own pageant coaches. And honestly, all they're doing is teaching their daughters how to be useless. I mean, they just buy them these expensive crap that doesn't even look good. They're just covered with glitter and the color pink or fucking stripper red, and they say, alright, you're good enough to go. Why the hell does a 5-year-old need to have a fake tan, a shitload of makeup, fake eyelashes, and a G-string on, and run around just to impress some 30-year-old man who's judging these kids? Alright, it's weird. Alright, these girls are so, and a boy could join these things. It's happened too. And I don't care if a guy joins. Well, actually I do care, because I don't think anyone should join these things, and it's awful. These kids, they're not just tiny adults, you know, ready to go out into the world and flaunt their legs or their bodies around if they're nothing but pieces of meat. No, these kids, they gotta learn. They gotta know what's right from wrong. And obviously, you could tell the difference between beauty and what's not beauty, but that's a whole different topic. And they shouldn't really be focused on beauty at that age. They should make their own decisions when they're later. You know, it's weird. You know, and what's worse of all about these things is that there are so many scandals involved. It's really sketchy shit, man. They have these scams and scandals. I mean, at this point, you have little strippers in your hands. You do realize that, right? And honestly, everything's wrong with these things. You got the little girls that are all being pimped out. And then you've got the moms that are controlling their daughters, forcing them to do something that you want. And then you've got like a bunch of middle-aged adults staring and judging these children when they don't even know how to wipe their own ass. I mean, come on, man. It's absolutely disgusting. And the amount of scandals that are involved with this are gross. You know, you've got, there's so many things. They've got, you've got parents that are starving their children just so they could fit into the dress. And then even worse, what you have is fucking sex scandals. These things happen. Like parents, they whore out their children to some fucking 30-year-old guy just so he could have a one-night stand. These parents are basically destroying their kids. They've broken their children and they've molded them into something gross. And what's worse is the ones that are like so broken that they end up enjoying it and they feed off of it. They feed off of the success and they tell the other kids that, oh, I'm better than you. Oh, I got bigger tits than you. But in reality, they're all the same age and none of them have bigger tits than each other because they haven't hit puberty. And it's gross. You know, you've got kids that are already working out and taking dietary supplements just so these parents can whore their kids out to a bunch of gross-ass people. And it's absolutely disgusting. It's time to stop. I can't allow this.
1, 2, 3, hit!